Hello, welcome back. Are you guys ready for some cards? Awesome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. This is Bohippianlife. I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms, but these morning live streams are all about the cards. Oracle cards, tarot cards. I have a deck of true love reading cards as well. So if you just give me a moment to get set up, we will get these cards shuffled and get this party started. Yeah, so I am a reselling grandma on Dave, hi, welcome back, my friend, on multiple platforms. If you are interested in the reselling portion of my channel, I leave links in the description box of most all of my videos. Let's get this live set up down here where I can see the chat better. My assistant is being persistent. Go to live chat and type in hello, my email address, and we'll get this started. Dave, you're first. First. All right. Did I highlight that at the top of my chat? No. So if I mentioned I am not a professional, I'm a reselling grandma, but we'll get these cards started here in a moment. That's better. Today we're using the standard tarot deck, the Rider tarot deck, and also the Urban Crow Oracle. These two are my favorite. Dave, did you have a good weekend? Jazz, hello. Welcome. Whoops. We don't need these ones, just the box. This is live. Yes, it is. And I'm just looking for something to write with. You had a weird weekend. Explain, my friend. Dave is first. Oh my gosh, my assistant needs to say hello. Oh, careful, don't scratch. Come here. Don't scratch. So this is my assistant. She's the best. But if she is not allowed to have center stage for a couple of moments, oh, I love you too, she gets very upset. Oh, you need another hug? You need another? Oh, okay. Oh, you're the best. I know. Oh, she needs a few more moments. Just give her a minute. And then she'll be out of the way and we'll get these cards started. Hi. All right. So we have Dave, Jazz, Kat. Hello, good morning. Welcome back. Kat, what's your story? I'm going to give $2K to somebody in need via super chat as God is good. I agree with that. My story. So I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms. Gosh. Yeah. So I have 9 grandkids, 4 children. We've been married forever. So my husband is my kid's stepfather. And yeah, there's really... So it has to be more serious than that. And please, if you're not in need, tell me to scroll on. So, $2,000. So everybody's always in need of extra cash. How about I'm a domestic violence survivor. We used to live in Ohio, and we came to this state My kids were very, very small. And then, yeah, long story short, my kids grew up in New York State. And they are adults. Some of them have children. Yeah. And now I have a YouTube channel. Robo, hello. Yes, it's not easy. What is going on with my chat? What happened? There we go. Khaled, is that how you pronounce your name? Thank you, and welcome, my friend. Robo. Hopefully you can get everything fixed. Denise, hi, welcome back. Oh my goodness, my assistant is being noisy. What is wrong with you? You're fine. All right, let's get these cards shuffled for Dave. Yulundi? Is that how you say that? If I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. Truly apologize. But welcome. Whoops. And I will put, oh my gosh, I cannot shuffle these cards. I do have a super chat. Yes, I do have a channel. Jazz, we just hit 3,000 subscribers. My goal is to hit 5,000 by the end of 2025. Robo. Sorry, Jazz. I see that now. I truly apologize. Robo, I hope you get your floor fixed. So this is for Dave. Who did I just miss? Julie, hello, welcome. And Lincoln, hello, welcome. There we go. Julie. Lincoln. One, two, three, four. All right, Dave, you have 4 to row. Again, we are using the Crow Oracle. Laverne, hi, welcome back. Lincoln. Wow, Lincoln, that is an amazing story, to say the least. Laura, yes, absolutely. I want people to know that even at my age, there's still a way we can try to be a healthier version of ourselves. Vam, hello, welcome. We'll get you on the list as well. Lincoln, okay. Dave, our bike ride was amazing. Thank you for asking. We rode our motorcycles to Canada for the day, which I'm editing the videos this morning. And then yesterday we rode to Ohio. So I loved it. Loved it. Thank you again for asking. Lincoln. Oh my gosh. The only thing I can say is I hope you have an attorney. I don't know what else to say other than that is just horrible. Dave, you have the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles representing GAINZ. The page is young at heart, and it's the voice that urges you to follow your destiny. It says to examine the strengths you possess and speculate to accumulate. Figure out how to turn every possibility into gold. So less money going out, more money coming in. The Stranger. Welcome, the Stranger, and thank you. Back at you, my friend. Let's put you on the list. There's a card in one of my multiple decks that it says something like, strangers can be lifelong friends you just haven't met yet. I think it's kind of cool. Dave, you also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a major arcana card. And it represents surprise change and a good old destiny in fulfilling it. Sometimes in our life, we make decisions that take us off our original plan. And Spirit has a way of surprise change, putting us back on that path where we should have been to begin with. You also have the 10 of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles is abundance, so GAINZ. This is a structure card. It's also a cycle, the completion of a cycle, freeing you up to start another one. It says to keep the outcome in mind. Also, it represents lasting security and wealth. This card symbolizes a well-established foundation, family harmony, and fulfillment of a substantial legacy. You also have the Queen of Pentacles, Dave. The Queen, whoops, went too far. The Queen of Pentacles, this card again represents, just like one of the other cards told you, this card says get grounded. Connect with the earthy side of life. Learn to be resourceful. Learn to be practical. Share with others. Attend to your financial affairs. Decrease money going out and bring more money in. This card represents that you are capable of turning your hand to most things So when you think of a way to make money, you generally do. Catch up on the chat real quick. Jazz is after Dave. Lincoln, when we get to you, my friend, you can totally choose a card. I lived in a shelter for many months with 3 small children, and I was pregnant for my 4th one in Ohio, an abuse shelter. And then they helped, we moved to New York and stayed at a shelter in New York for a few months as well. So I know it's not easy to live in a shelter, but it's a great place to start over again, to wipe that slate clean and start over. Dave, you also have the Grief card. This card says, and most people don't know it, but crows make time to grieve. They have funerals, and they gather solemnly around their fallen friends in silence. This card says that it is essential to allow yourself time to feel sadness for a loss, honor the memory, and express your emotions. Healing begins the moment you confront the source of your pain. This card may appear if you have suppressed emotions around a loss. For growth to take place, you must address an ending, which allows for closure. There's no right way or oh my goodness, I can't even talk right. There's no right way or wrong way to grieve. This is a ritual that is unique to you. Make time to mourn. Allow the feelings to surface because there are important lessons within the sorrow for the living. I feel like this just came up recently for someone else as well. Stephanie, hello, welcome. I will get you on the list, my friend. Jazz, you are next. Sunnil, hello, welcome. I will put you on the list and I will stop at Sunnil until I get some of these people completed. Dave, that's what I was thinking, your mom too. But nobody can, like the cards say, nobody can tell you how to grieve, when, where, and for how long either. Jazz, you are next. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. All right. So. Jazz, you have 11. Jazz, you have 11 cards. And I'm going to pull an oracle as well. Divya, is that how you pronounce your name? Divya? Welcome, my friend. If I mispronounce it, I apologize. I truly apologize. It is, Dave. It's a concert tee from, actually from Darien Lake. Welcome, my friend. This was, we went and we saw John Mellencamp. Gosh, who was all with him? It was such a good concert. Jazz, you have 2 oracles. There were, I wished it said on the front. We've been to so many concerts there. Oh my gosh, it's a great place to see a concert. All right, Jazz, like I said, you have a ton of tarot cards. First one, pardon me, being the Page of Swords. So swords represents the autumn season. It represents fighting, arguing, discontent. And the page says that you need to withdraw, get some air, and choose your words wisely. For just like the sword, they are sharp and they can make or break a difficult situation. So whatever's going on with you right now, think before you speak, my dear. Sunnil, I do have you on the list, my friend. Sunnil, we'll do what we can, but we have 10 people ahead of you. I know, right? It was like copy, paste, copy, paste. You also have the Star card. Are you talking about the Page of Swords? I'm sorry. Jazz, are you talking about the Page of Swords or the question in the chat? Jazz, you also have the Star card. This is a major arcana card. And this represents that you may Okay, gotcha. That you may feel inspired. It says you may have a strong connection to the healing. You have an optimistic outlook for the future. And you may feel a strong connection to your spirituality right now. This card also represents hope, light, visions, and that prosperity will come from what you do best. This card can also represent an Aquarius. You have the Seven of Wands. This card represents conflict or self-defense. It is also an organizing card. So this conflict or self-defense thing, it's nothing major. It'll pass. If it were major, it'd be in the swords category, not the wands. But again, main thing is it's a call to reorganize something. Twos are organizers, threes are reorganized. You also have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups says to enjoy life, make the most of living your life to the fullest. Savor being the center of attention, and live your life like there's no tomorrow. Literally. Too many people don't live in the here and the now and enjoy it. And we should. We really, truly should. We have the Four of Wands. This card represents a welcome in a celebration, like a welcoming celebration. You see the two people in the forefront are literally jumping up and down in the air. They are excited and they cannot wait to see you. So again, this card represents a celebration, a welcome. It can be to home or maybe a family visit. Let me make sure I don't have anything else written in there in my book for this. If you're new to the channel, you guys, I have my own little book. It's a cheat sheet. You also have a major arcana, the moon. This card, like the moon, it has so many phases. It represents a lot. Really, quickly, it represents new and full, like a moon. Reflection, intuition. It can be fear, confusion. There's so many things. The main thing, the card is a call for you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can become unstuck. This card can represent a Pisces. I'm a Pisces. You have the Six of Wands. That's not wands. My goodness, my friends. That's the swords. Six of Swords. This card represents new horizons and moving on. I had mentioned earlier that one of swords represents fighting, discontent. Here in the corner, you see the water's like not calm. But moving on in new horizons, it is calm. Chris, hello. Chris says, Pisces are freaks. We like the water. We like the moon. We like being outdoors. You also have the Justice card, another major arcana. You have multiples. The Justice card represents change. I apologize. That's not justice. Justice is not change. Justice represents that it is advisable to step back and be objective, especially when it comes to making decisions. More important, this card says to no knee-jerk reactions to solve problems. Because generally, when we make snap decisions to solve problems, we're not thinking about the future. We're only thinking about getting out of that situation at the moment. So no knee-jerk reactions to solve problems. Take the time to think. You also have the Two of Wands. This card is a fire yourself up card. It's your hopes, it's your wishes. It's also an organizing card. I'd mentioned earlier, sevens were reorganizers. Twos are organizers. It's going to benefit you greatly. You also have the Nine of Swords. This is represents the 9 steps of grieving. And you as well may be going through a grieving stage. Now this grieving can represent death, miscarriage, failure, despair, deception. It's a 9. It represents a resting phase in that you are almost there. The there is a 10. So in the swords, each sword represents one of the steps, 9 steps. And we all go through these. None of us are immune to these 9 steps of grieving. The blanket depicts that. Every sign of the zodiac is on that blanket. You also have the last card of your tarot is the Emperor card. This card represents a fatherly figure. It's a positive card. It's a yes card. But it represents maintain your boundaries and exercise your authority. In this maintain your boundaries thing, I like to remind you guys that boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're doors to keep you safe. Now your first card, your first oracle is the scavenge card. Let me catch up on the chat. Jazz, my condolences, my friend, on losing your brother last week. The dislike button. Welcome, my friend, welcome. Yes, boundaries are important. Thank you, Dave. There. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. Jazz, so your first oracle is the scavenge card. I don't know how it happens that way. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but I've been reading cards for 34 years. And they just happen. And like I mentioned before, sometimes I see conversations, I hear conversations, sometimes I hear songs, and people are like, well, that song was, blah, 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 by my grandma or my great aunt. Anyways, I don't know how it happens, Jazz. It just does. Oh, thank you. I've had people say you're more a fortune teller, but I don't know. I just like to have fun with the cards. Dave, that is correct. Jazz, I do find dimes everywhere. It's amazing. So this card says that it will appear more frequently as you jump around from one opportunity to another. Use this time to gather information and determine what you like, what you don't like, what you can and won't settle for. This card may also appear if you have been simply taking what you can get instead of directing your attention toward the steps that would lead to something more substantial. Now you also have this security. Oh my gosh. The curiosity card. This card says, when it appears, you will be better served by putting aside your emotions and thinking like a researcher. So an open door is an open invitation for this brave crow. Now is an excellent time to consider what treasures you will find when you are brave enough to explore. This card asks that you open doors, look inside, and analyze the situation. This is a time to dig in and do your research. This card also indicates you are just scratching the surface. The possibilities are vaster than you are currently seeing. However, you must get inquisitive and start asking questions. When you do, your path will unfold. Good for you. Good for you, Jess. Kat, you are next, my friend. You guys, my friends, thank you for being so patient. Sometimes we only get a couple people on the list, and then there are other times the list grows fast. Sweet. Kat says, I am ready. Lay it on me. Well, gosh. My tablecloth. It's not being cooperative. Julie, you are 5th. You 5 more to go. You were actually number 8. So we are number 3 right now. Whoops. Julie, you don't have to be quiet, my dear. You are fine. So we have 13 on the list total so far. And I have stopped at Sunnil. Laverne, hello. How are you? Let's see. Laverne, I do not have you on the list yet. There we go. All right. All right. I will stop there and continue. Correct, Dave. Correct. So, Kat, the first card you have is the 5 of Wands. This card is halfway through the 1 through 10. It's a directive card. It's a calling card. It's a calling card, not a directive. And it's a call for you to put boundaries in place. It's a push and shove card. And it's also represents competition, but in the name of the game. So when it comes to this, in the name of the game, whatever it is, whatever it may be, you will win. You'll make sure of it. To you, winning is the most important thing, and you will do anything to be seen as successful. Now remember, it's a call to put boundaries in place, and that's not walls. They're doors to keep you safe. You as well have the 4 of Wands, represents a welcoming or a celebration. And again, these people are super happy to see you, and there are already people there celebrating. The party's already started, but they're just waiting for you to show up. And they're super excited. This is going to be a joyful time. So it can represent a visit home. Maybe somebody from home is coming to visit you, or maybe a family member. It represents a joyful visit and celebration. You also have the 6 of Cups. This card is a leveling up card, and it represents that there's been a flip in energy and things are being taken to another level. This card represents that something has just recently happened, Kat. Like, quite possibly you've bumped into somebody from the past. Maybe there's going to be a reunion. There may be a rekindle of something from the past. This card represents that you are going to remember those first-time flutters, those first-time feelings. And it's positive, and it's a yes card. You have the 5 of Swords. This card is a stop being defensive card. There will never... it is a 5. I have to make sure. I was like, wait, is that a 5? This card says there will never be a solution to conflict as long as we put too much emphasis on being defensive. And also, be careful not to be paranoid and see treachery where there is none. Susan, hello, welcome. Nova, hello, welcome, my friend, Nova. Bethany, hello, welcome. So, Kat, you have the, your oracle is the fear card. When this card appears, you may need to consider looking inward and checking in to see where you are allowing fear to limit your potential. As the saying goes, fortune favors the brave. You see the crows on the card? Just as the crow on the card reaps the benefits of a field of untapped potential, as the fearful crows hold back, you too have an opportunity where fear keeps others at bay. You, the fearless, all you need to do is swoop in and seize the moment. Susan, we have turned Dave into an original. Robo, you are next. And don't give up. Don't give up. And if you have the opportunity to get out and look around and, put applications in and stuff like that, whatever it is you have to do to help yourself. Mr. Grand, hello. Life, truthfully. Robo. Oops. Wow, these cards are flipping like crazy. All right, we already have the 3. You're absolutely correct. Giving up is not in the cards for them. All right, Robo. Let's see what the oracle has for you. Oh. Susan, did you have a good weekend? Whoops. I am a very spiritual person, but I tend to use my cards most of the time, and get my connection with nature. I spend a lot of time outdoors. Mr. Grand, some people don't like to hear this, but I am a firm believer that walking into a garage doesn't make you a mechanic any more than walking into a church makes you a Christian. So I practice my spiritualism in all ways, all forms. There's more than one. Okay, so before we go down a rabbit hole, Robo, the first card you have is the star card. I get, oh man, we'll wander off and then it'll be like 5 minutes before I have to end my live. And I wouldn't have done anybody else's cards. The star card. This is a major arcana, and it's one of those cards we all want in a reading no matter what. It is that good, that powerful, and that positive. The star represents that you feel inspired. You have a strong connection to the healing. You have an optimistic outlook for the future. You have a stronger connection to your spirituality. It represents hope, light, visions. It's positive. It's a yes card. And it also represents that prosperity will come from what you do best. Mobile More, hello, welcome. Divine Energy, hello. Jar, hello, welcome. You also have the Sun card, another card there's only a few cards in the tarot deck that are perfectly positive. I know. This card represents after overcoming some obstacles, it represents a place of clarity, a place of illumination. Because it's a sun, it represents the daytime or the summer. And it represents that you should put yourself first for once. Treat yourself. It is also a reminder that life is to be lived to the fullest. And the sun also represents a 1-year time period. Robo. You also have the Four of Pentacles. Pentacles representing abundance, so GAINZ. This card represents selfishness, but for a reason. But also it represents a place of material security, financial stability. It also represents a desire to control resources. It can indicate greed, stubbornness, possessiveness, all for a reason. And again, that reason was for material security and financial stability. Robo, your first oracle is the Wrath card. Margaret, hello, welcome. I'm going to try to get through as many people on the list as possible so I can add more. Now, the only way to jump the list or get ahead of anybody is with a super thanks. So this card creates a powerful energy. It can be destructive, and it can lead you down a path that may strain or cause friction within a relationship, Robo. This card also adds another element to the anger. It adds the element of revenge. It's not just enough for the offender to know you're angry. They must also feel or experience the anger in some way. This card wants you to consider the energy you are creating from your anger. Is it one that in the end will create a positive change in your relationship? Or are you creating resentment that fuels the desire for revenge? It may have been a single event that caused this energy of anger. It is through wrath that anger mutates and splinters, creating a breakdown in the relationship and negative emotions. Your second oracle, we only ask for one, but if more fall, they are important. Resistance. When this card appears, you are asked to be adaptable and find the path of least resistance. I hope that helps. Khaled, you are next, my friend. And then Denise. Well, thank you. So down in the bottom there, in the chats, there is a money sign, like a dollar bill sign, and you can donate there. So, Khaled, you are next. Whoops, goodness gracious. So if you are in a country and you would prefer not to use the oracle for the crow oracle, please let me know, and we will use a different deck. Lincoln, you will be next, my friend, and thank you. I appreciate it, and I am going to, there we go. So you will be after Khaled. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. It lets me buy more cards. Wait till you see the next deck we're going to use. My friend, that is plenty. Thank you so much. All right, so here we go, Khaled. You have the Knight of Cups. Cups is a yes card. It's positive. It represents the summertime. And it's an emotions card as well. The Knight of Cups says that it has a quest. And the quest is for you to fulfill you need to fulfill your desires, what you're passionate about. Some people might say that you're self-absorbed about whatever this is, but my friend, it is what you desire, what you're passionate about. You also have the Nine of Wands. The Wands is also a yes card, and it's positive. This is a resting phase and almost there. 10 is a completion. This card says to surround yourself with reliable support. Draw upon experiences to gain well-deserved territory. 9 is a resting phase. So surround yourself with people you trust and you know have your back. You have a 6 of Pentacles. This is a GAINZ card. And it represents charity and recognition. So you might be recognized for something good you have done. There may be a monetary reward as well. So if so, make sure you pay off any debt and then give to charity. And if that doesn't resonate, you might have been asked to give somebody's name to give forth someone's name to be recognized. You also have the Exposed card as your oracle. The Exposed card speaks to the feelings that surface as a result of feeling vulnerable. Are you comfortable putting yourself out there? Or does facing criticism cause you to freeze up? What opportunities have you possibly missed because of a fear of being seen? This card may also present itself as a call to examine your situation more carefully, as a piece of valuable information is becoming clearer. Something or someone may expose their flaws or weaknesses, and this may prove beneficial information in the future, Khaled. Lincoln, are you ready, my dear? Angel, hello. Jody, hello. I don't know if I said hi. If I missed anybody, I truly apologize. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I'm trying to get through as much of this list as possible so I can add more. All right, one more good shuffle for you, and we'll see what the tarot has. One. 2, 3. Aw, thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. And don't forget, my friends, if you would like an in-depth card reading, oh my gosh, send me an email. I will be happy to do an in-depth card reading for you. They're free. It's a full layout. I try my best, my friends. I try my best to keep it straight. So you have 2 oracles. Oh my gosh. The first card you have is the 5 of Cups card. This card represents loss. In the 5, you see there are 3 cups laying down and 2 standing upright. It may represent that 3 have been taken and 2 remain. This card, with this card, there can be feelings associated with shame and guilt. It can represent patrimony and an inheritance. So an inheritance from like a father or a male person in your family. We also have a 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles representing gains. It represents that there's plenty in all things. There may be a price to pay, but remember, there is no thrill in the lack of risk. 9s are also a resting phase. You have a 3 of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles represents abundance, gains. This card represents apprenticeship or cooperation. Let me make sure I don't have anything else written down. So apprenticeship, an 8 of Pentacles represents a journeyman, somebody who has the experience, been there, done that. This card represents somebody who's just starting out. So somebody who's just getting the experience. That's why it's an apprenticeship and a cooperation card. This is actually my left wrist. I just got this as a souvenir when I rode my motorcycle to Canada. When we rode our motorcycles to Canada. Denise, you have the Ghost card as your oracle. You have 2. This card represents shadows of the past. Let them visit, but don't let them stay. They no longer hold substance in our world. And if they linger too long, they become trapped in your mind. Have you ever found yourself having an argument with someone who wasn't even there? The argument plays out in your head. That situation that brought about the feelings and emotions that led to this internal disagreement is a ghost. Like a ghost repeating the pattern of walking through a room as it is done each night since it's passed, it is stuck in a moment in time. There is nothing that can be said or done that will change what occurred. Ghost, wait a minute, I'm sorry, this isn't Denise's card, this is Lincoln's card. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I apologize. Lincoln, this is your card. I was looking at the list, but looking at the wrong name. So Lincoln, if you want me to start over, I will. And I think I should. Lincoln, shadows of the past, let them visit, but don't let them stay. If they stay too long, they can become trapped in your mind. And then Yes, I truly apologize for that. They become trapped in your psyche. Have you ever found yourself having an argument with someone who wasn't even in the room? The argument plays out in our head, and the situation that brought about the feelings and emotions that led to this is a ghost. There is nothing that can be said or done that will change what occurred. This card asks that you examine your feelings regarding a past event. Are you able to find acceptance and move forward into healing? Are you able to forgive or seek forgiveness, allowing old wounds of the past to remain open? Pay attention to when ghosts appear. They may indicate the source of a block, and it may be time for an exorcism. And you also have the routine card. This speaks to the things we do out of habit, because it's part of who we are and sometimes what is expected of us. Routine can create stability. However, it can also lead to stagnation or getting into a rut. You need to ask yourself if you are in a routine that makes a foundation for success, or are you just going through the motions because you don't know what else to do? I know, it's terrible. I cannot understand how people are like that. My friend, my heart goes out to you. Good vibes. I can totally understand that. So you said you were staying in your car, right? Denise, you are next. Yes, you must release things from the past. I know it's easier said than done. Be the better person and move on. Being the better person doesn't mean you allow these people in your life still. It just means you know what's better for you. You are so welcome, my friend, and thank you. Thank you. Denise, you are next. Raymond and anybody I've missed, Jenna, hello, welcome. I will do the best I can to get everybody on the list. Dave, thank you for being here. Have a blessed day as well. Divine energy, audio bliss. Hold on a moment. Denise. I didn't bring my calendar with me. Divine energy. But I will grab it. So, Jenna, the only way to jump list or be next is with a super thing. Otherwise, thank you, Lincoln. I truly appreciate it. Otherwise, Denise is next, and then Yulundi. Let me grab my calendar. And I left my coffee over there to get cold. Jenna, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You will be next. You're awesome. So Jenna will be after Denise. So it's Denise, Jenna, Yulundi, and then Julie. Denise, you have, first of all, a 4 of Wands. This card represents a welcome and a celebration. I got to flip the page one more time. This card, so it can be a visit home or a visit to family, or maybe they are going to come visit you. Most importantly, it's going to be a joyful time. These people, these two are super happy, and there are already people there celebrating. Divine energy. I haven't got you on the list yet because we have 14 people on it already. And but once I get through and closer to the bottom of the list, I'll add more people if we have the time. And the only way to get on it next, to jump these people, is with a super thanks. We also have the Queen of Wands, Denise. The Queen of Wands says, do not withdraw from intimidating situations. Adopt witchy glamour. Ooze charm and magic from every pore. Be gilding everyone you meet. So I have a begilding recipe, aka spell. Denise, if you would like it, send me an email and I would be happy to share that with you. More importantly, this card represents love and money. Love and money. It represents a dark woman, so a country woman. This person's friendly, loving, and honorable. So somebody who's tanned, spends a lot of time outside. It can be you. This card is also, you also have the Six of Wands. This card represents that things are good at the moment. You have achieved success. But beware of experiencing those feelings of dissatisfaction after experiencing the heady heights of success. Your oracle card, Julie, you were number 8. And then we had some super thanks in there. Your oracle card is the resistance card. This one just came out for somebody else. When this appears, you are asked to be adaptable and find the path of least resistance. So that was for Denise. Next we have Jenna. My daughter's best friend's name is Jenna. She's such a sweetie. Lizzie, hello. Good morning. Lizzie, I'm going to warn you, there's so many people on the list. And so many I haven't been able to add yet. Jenna, you have 4 tarot. Okay, so your first card is the 9 of Pentacles, representing gains, abundance. Oh, Laverne, we are stuck at number 7 with super chats in between. Gains, abundance in all forms. The 9 represents that there are plenty in all things, Jenna. There may be a price to pay for these things, but remember, my dear, there's no thrill in the lack of risk. You also have an Ace of Cups. An Ace represents the start of something new. So the beginning of a cycle. Congratulations on the beginning of this, whatever it may be. It represents a celebration. It can represent the birth of a child. And it will also, you will discover a renewal for your capacity to feel. Sometimes through life, we lose that feeling, the ability to feel. We flip the switch. Well, whatever this new beginning is, you're going to discover it again. You have the Six of Wands, which represents that things are good at the moment. You have achieved success. But be aware of experiencing dissatisfaction after experiencing heady heights of success. And you have the King of Swords. The King of Swords represents, this card says to not be caught off guard. You didn't get where you are without a strong dose of caution. So this is a little bit of a warning card for you. Your oracle, Jenna, is the trickery. Crows are known for stealing another bird's stash, and they'll hide it. They're even known to cover it up with leaves to throw the other bird off track. This card brings to your attention that someone may be trying to deceive you. When this card appears, it is a signal to be aware. Be more conscious of the actions of those around you, because someone may be trying to employ a bit of deception to get what they want. My friend, if you have a contract to sign, give it a closer look. There may be a clause in there that was not discussed, and you may find it unfavorable. And remember, trickery takes many shapes and sizes. There's innocent trickery to get someone out of the house, so maybe you can plan a birthday party. To an employer using their position to get you to work overtime by promising a promotion that will never materialize. This card may also indicate that your situation could benefit from allowing for some innovative and creative thinking. A little deception for the greater good may be warranted. Suren, hello, welcome. Welcome, my friends. Ashley, I don't know if I said hi, but hello. Jenna, my friend, thank you so much for the super thanks, the donation. You are awesome. Yulundi, you are next. Suren, anybody else I missed? Ashley, I've held off adding anybody to the list because it is so huge at the moment. And I fear I will not get to the end of it. But you guys can always send me an email if you would like an in-depth card reading. Those are free. So, Yulundi, the first card you have is a Ten of Wands, representing the completion of a cycle. The 10 represents that you have shouldered too much, and it's time to pass some of it on. Pardon me. And because of passing some of it on, you're going to reap great rewards. Fortune, success. You have a Six of Swords. This card represents new horizons and moving on. You also have the Hanged Man card. This is a major arcana. It represents patience, waiting, and delays. It also represents that the choices you have made have put you in this position. Whether it's a good spot, so positive, or a negative place. Either way, this card wants to remind you that these things that have delayed you can be fun things that delay you for good reason as well. you have the Seven of Swords. This is a warning card as well. It represents trespass in the stealing of ideas. So be careful of sharing delicate information. Are your communications being shared with a third party? And be careful of being too trusting when it comes to work, home, school. Your ideas may be passed off as their own. Yulundi, you have been warned, my friend. Your oracle is the Sword card. There are no obstacles in your way. Now is the time to move. Conjure up your courage and take action. This card brings a rush of energy and an open channel to receive the information needed to progress quickly with confidence toward your goal. It is in this space that blocks are removed and events flow beautifully as you sail on to success. Julie, my dear, my Aries friend, you are next. I need to drink real quick. And then Vam. Thank you for being patient. Patient. Oh my God. I was thinking of the Hangman card when I was saying thank you. You make sure one didn't flip over. Okay. The first card you have is the Ten of Wands. Have you, there been a lot of responsibilities in your life, Julie? Maybe starting at a young age. Okay. Let's see what the Oracle has. The first card you have is the Ten of Wands. This card represents that you have shouldered too much. And it's time to pass some of it on. And because of passing it on, you are going to reap fortune, gains, success. You see how they're all nice and neatly bundled, all going the same direction. You've done a wonderful job. And now it's time to pass some of it on. You have the Eight of Swords. This card represents that you are restricting yourself. It says to stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. My friend, you can cope. And because of these obstacles that you are creating, you may encounter feelings of embarrassment or frustration from failure and disappointment. But these feelings of failure and disappointment, they are your own mental creations. My friend, you can cope. An Eight of Swords can also represent bad news on the horizon. But most importantly, it represents that you are restricting yourself. You have the Two of Wands. This card is it's a fire yourself up card. It's a 2, so it's at the beginning of a cycle, 1 being the start. 2, this card represents hopes and wishes. And it's an organizing card. So, Julie, plan ahead. Be strategic. Where do you want to go? And what do you have to give? Think innovative and think fresh ideas. This card says you are in an excellent position to join forces with another person. This person shares your vision. Your oracle for today is the Curiosity card. This one popped up earlier for somebody. Look, here we go. Now is an excellent time to consider what treasures you will find when you are brave enough to explore. So open doors and look inside. Analyze the situation. This is a time to dig in and do your research. This card indicates you are just scratching the surface. The possibilities are vaster than you are currently seeing. However, you need to get inquisitive. When you start asking questions, a path will unfold. When this card appears, you will be better served by putting aside your emotions and thinking like a researcher. I hope that helps, my friend. Vam, you are next. And then the stranger, and then Stephanie, Sunnil, and Leverne. And we'll see who else is here. Divine energy. Divine energy, if you're still here, my dear, your reading went out yesterday. It is viewable now. Julie, you are welcome. Suren, when we get to Leverne, then I'll add more people to the list. I'm just afraid I'll get people added to the list and I won't be able to get to them. But if you want to get on the list and jump ahead of people, you can donate, do a super chat, super thanks donation. That'll get you to be the next one in line. So again, this is for Vam. The first card you have is the Five of Wands. This card represents competition or conflict. Generally in the name of the game. You will win. You'll make sure of it. And winning is the most important thing. You will do anything, Vam, to be seen as successful. You also have the Four of Pentacles, representing GAINZ. This card represents selfishness, but for a reason. Also, you have a desire to control resources. This card indicates greed, stubbornness, possessiveness. Again, for a reason. And the reason being material security and financial stability. You have a Two of Pentacles. This card represents balance, dedication, flexibility, adaptability. And it's a 2. It's a call to organize, Vam. Your oracle for the day is the Upheaval card. When this card appears, you need ask yourself if you can feel the rumblings, like a seismic wave just below the surface, that something is about to shift in your life. My friend, when you connect with your intuition, you will get a feeling that something is about to happen. You will pick up on the changing energy that will soon impact your life. When you can anticipate an upcoming upheaval, you will be better able to plan for the shakeup. My gosh, I couldn't spit that one out. The stranger, you are next. Whoops. And then Stephanie. 1 for the stranger. We cannot just throw these cards. 2. Oh my goodness. The stranger, your oracle. Folklorian, it is 11:25 in the morning. So, just about noon. Where are you at? I am in New York. So, the stranger, the first card you have is a 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a structure card. And it's the completion of a cycle, freeing you up to start a new one. And whatever that is, this card suggests you keep the outcome in mind and keep working toward it. It represents lasting security and wealth. It symbolizes someone that is a well-established foundation. It represents family harmony, a fulfillment, and of a substantial legacy. Cambodia. Well, welcome. Thank you for watching and tuning in from Cambodia. You're awesome. We have the major arcana card, the death card. Don't freak out. It doesn't mean you're going to wake up not breathing tomorrow, the stranger. This card just represents an inevitable change, and it's going to be very transformative. It can also represent a Scorpio. You have the Knight of Cups. This card comes with a quest. And the quest, the stranger, is for you to fulfill your desires, what you're passionate about. And people may say you're self-absorbed about it, but again, this is you and what you want. Now, your oracle for the day is the Wrath card. This card creates a powerful energy, and it can be destructive, and it can lead you down a path that may strain or cause friction within a relationship. So, this card at Wrath, all right, how do I say it? It is through wrath that anger mutates and splinters, creating a breakdown in the relationship and negative emotions. So, caution, my friend. The next one is Stephanie. And then Sunnil, my friend, if you are still here, you are number 13 on the list, and you will be after Stephanie. For Tarot for Stephanie. The Guardian Oracle, hello, and good morning to you too. Oh, thank you, my friend, thank you. All right, Stephanie, here we go. There it is. All right, so the first card we have for you is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is an advancement card. So it's also an activating card, and it represents new horizons. And just making sure I don't have anything else. It's a positive, and it's a yes card. You have the Queen of Wands as well. So another positive and another yes card. This card says, do not withdraw from intimidating situations. Adopt witchy glamour and ooze charm and magic from every pore. Be gilding every person you meet. I have a begilding recipe, aka spell. If you would like that, send me an email and I would be happy to share it with you. The Queen of Wands also represents love and money. This card represents a dark woman, so a a country woman, someone who's friendly, loving, and honorable. So this person is tanned. They spend a lot of time outside. You also have the Four of Cups. This card represents self-pity, in that you are becoming a little self-obsessed. Stephanie, you really need to get out more. It can represent routine, like being in a rut, boredom, and it can also represent a missed opportunity. So, Stephanie, if there is a missed or was a missed opportunity, go back and look for it again because you overlooked it. You have the Fool card, which is a major arcana. This card is not calling you names. It's not calling you a fool. This card just represents that you, my dear, are on an unexpected journey and you need to follow your path. Don't be held back by people who call you a dreamer. And also remember, miraculous inventions were created by people labeled as fools. Your oracle for the day is the caching card. You may, so, birds, crows, will hide and save food that they don't want. So the crow didn't want to eat this food right away, but they didn't want somebody else to enjoy it. You may find yourself either keeping an idea or a possession hidden till the time is right, or you're simply unwilling to let go of something you aren't using out of fear that someone else may benefit from your release or your surrendering. This card says sometimes the moment is not right to move forward. However, it doesn't mean the time will never arrive. Maybe there's a project you've been working on that holds a great deal of promise, but you're unable to devote the energy at the time. Setting the idea aside does not mean giving it up. It just means you recognize there is value in waiting. This card may also indicate you will benefit from investing. This may be investing in yourself or investing in a financial institution. I love this deck. Love, love, love it. It is one of my favorite, it is my favorite oracle. Sunnil, are you still here, my friend? And then we have Leverne afterwards. Guardian Oracle. I have a little bit of time. I have quit adding anybody to the list until we finish with Sunnil and Leverne. And we'll see who is still here, if we still have time left. And add a couple more. So if you stick around to the end, I can quite possibly get you on the list. But if I don't get you on the list, I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, 10 a.m. New York time. Or you can send me an email and I can do a free in-depth card reading, a whole layout for you. Because they're free, I am booked out a little bit. Oh my gosh, thank you, my friend. You are totally next. Thank you so much. So, you will be before Leverne. You're awesome. I truly appreciate you. Sunnil. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Sunnil, we have the Ace of Cups. This represents the start of something new. It's a positive. It's a yes. So Sunnil, that question you had about the female in your life, the significant other, I mean, is a yes, and it's positive. It also represents a celebration, quite possibly the birth of a child. And with this card, you will discover your renewal for your capacity to feel, Sunnil. You have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, it's a corresponding card. And this card represents that as long as everybody is sincere with heart, as long as you are sincere with heart, all will benefit. Now, let me explain. The Knight. This person has all the enthusiasm and they have wonderful ideas. The thing about this person, Sunnil, is they must be in charge and they want everybody to know they are in charge. Remember, this person's going to get carried away. This person is going to lose interest. And this person tends to not be a team player. And this person tends to be self-employed as well. So it's a warning card. You know this person's tendencies. You have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands represents a successful completion. It's just going to take a longer time frame. So, conjure your brilliance, burst out, be proud, be active, and be creative, Sunnil. Your oracle for the day is the Bond card. This is one of my favorite in this deck. So, crows and ravens, aside from a few casual swingers, generally male, crows and ravens mate for life. This card represents a karmic relationship. It's a connection that goes beyond your everyday existence. Now, this can be a relationship to a person, a career, a place, or a hobby, Sunnil. This soul-level connection is deep and strong. You can feel it course in your veins. This card creates an energy that pulls you closer to where you need to be and will tug back when you get too far away. Use this as an opportunity to focus on areas of your life that you feel deeply connected. It is here that you find your strength to push forward or conjure the enthusiasm needed to reach a goal. Talk. Hello. Welcome, my friend. How the heck are you? Guardian Oracle. I know you said you didn't, wasn't necessary for you to jump line, but I just like to we'll just keep to the rules. So you are next, my friend. And again, I appreciate your donation so much. And then Leverne is next. Well, I missed you too, my friend. I know it's been so busy. This beautiful weather. Making sure nothing flipped. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. There it is. We do have one that flipped. So you have 4 tarot. My gosh, I'm just having difficult holding these cards. So you have 2. All right. So your first card is the 7 of Swords. This is a warning card. So it's a trespass in the stealing of ideas. This card says to be careful of sharing delicate information. Are your communications being shared with a third party? Also, be careful of being too trusting when it comes to work, home, school. Your ideas may be passed off as their own. You also have the Ace of Wands. An ace representing the beginning of a new cycle. So congratulations on completing your old one. This card represents the urge to move on and set out and do something new. Now, this can be a new neighborhood, maybe a new career. You are full of pioneer spirit, and it drives you forward. The thing is you must make the first move, and you must believe in your vision. My friend, it may be the making of you. You also have a 5 of Wands. This card is a push and shove card. And fives are a call for boundaries. And boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are doors to keep you safe. So this card is competition in the name of the game. If it were serious, it would be a sword. In the name of the game. You will win. You'll make sure of it. Winning is the most important thing. And you will do anything to be seen as successful. You also have the Magician card, a major arcana. This is a positive card. It's a yes card, and it represents something happening quickly. It encourages you to be resourceful and use all your resources in attaining the success you deserve. Underline, deserve. And remember, it's all in the know-how. So you know how to do this. Your oracle, and you have 2 of them. Your first one is the upheaval card. Upheaval is a reminder that things can change through no fault of your own. Are you prepared for change? And are you able to regain your composure and fly off to a better, more stable position? When this card appears, you need to ask yourself if you can feel the rumblings, like a seismic wave just below the surface, that you know something is about to shift. That's intuition, your gut feeling. When you connect with it, you'll know something is about to happen. You'll pick up on the changing energy that something is going to impact your life. When you can anticipate a coming upheaval, you will be better able to plan for the shakeup. And you also have the Balance card. This card wants to know if you've ever noticed how how crows and birds on a windy day can stay perfectly positioned on a telephone wire. They seem almost unfazed, unbothered. When we are in balance, we meet external forces with our internal strength, giving each space to exist in harmony. This card says you may need to call upon your inner strength, as an approaching situation may test your ability to stay cool and composed. Just like the wind, it too will make its presence known and move along. This card may appear when your daily schedule could use some reorganizing. So are you creating time for yourself? Or is your day consumed with tasks that drain your energy? Laverne, my friend, you are next. Vix, hello, welcome. All right, so who do we have here? Suren. You are welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Through no fault of our own. Sandra. So at the top of the chat, this is for Laverne. At the top of the chat is my email, and you can send me an email. I will do a free reading. I'm adding a couple of people to the list because I have a little bit. Suren is next. I don't know who all is left. But Sandra, if you stick around and nobody jumps on after Suren or asks, you can be next if we have time. In fact, Sandy, let me put you there right now. Sandra. The list grew huge so fast that I had to stop taking names. So, Laverne. The first card you have is a major arcana, the Hermit card. My friend, this card suggests that you take the time to be alone. Look within and find your purpose in life. You also have the Magician. This is a positive energy card. It's a yes card, and it represents something happening quickly. And it encourages you to be resourceful. Use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And to remember, it's all in the know-how. You already know how to do this. You have a 9 of Wands. This card represents a resting phase. And it also says that you should surround yourself with reliable support. Draw upon your experiences to gain well-deserved territory. 9 is a resting phase, almost a 10, and a 10 is a completion. So while you are in this resting phase, surround yourself with people you trust, people you know who have your back when you're not around or when you cannot defend yourself. King of Pentacles. This card represents that there are opportunities out there. You just need to be practical. And remember, Pentacles represents gains, abundance in all forms, Laverne. Your oracle for the day, and you have 2 of them. The first one is the Balance card. And this card says that you need to call upon your inner strength, as an approaching situation may test your ability to stay cool and composed. But this too will pass. You have the Communication card as well. This card brings the message to speak up. State what you want. You may think those around you know your needs and desires, but that may not be the case. You must articulate your wishes. Get clear what you want so there will be no misunderstanding or confusion later. This card may also point to a situation on an earthly level, but it may also indicate that you need to be clearer with what you want when communicating with your spirit guides or your higher self. Are you being too vague? Are you asking for what you want exactly? And now we have Suren. And I'm going to do the best I can to get through this one and then get Sandra on the list. And if we have time, we'll pick another one. So I'm generally here 2 hours every morning, Monday through Friday. Unless my husband takes a day off, family time is super important for me. Simaholic, hello and welcome. All right, Suren, the first card you have is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles is GAINZ. This card says get grounded, connect with the earthy side of life. Learn to be resourceful, practical, share with others, attend to your financial affairs, decrease money going out and bring more money in. This card says you are capable of turning your hand to most things, which means when you think of a way, surrender, to make money, you generally do. You have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups says, follow your heart and intuition. Look within to see where you can be more loving and caring. Most important, this card says you cannot go wrong. Tune into the feelings of others and respond accordingly. Show compassion. Don't turn your back on those who need your support. You have the Seven of Swords. This card is a warning card. It represents trespass in the stealing of ideas. So be careful sharing information with other people. They might be gossiping. And also don't be too trusting. When it comes to work, home, and school, your ideas may be passed off as their own. And you don't want somebody else to reap the rewards for all your hard work. You have the Moon card, a major arcana. It represents, it's a call for you to go on a journey of renewal so you can become unstuck. The moon, it represents so much: reflection, intuition, fear, confusion, something new in full. You also have the growth card. This is your oracle for the day. This card says, direct your attention in areas of your life that have become remarkably different as a result of gaining a skill or an understanding that you did not possess in the past. You also have the Knight oracle. This card says, when this appears, you need to focus on creating a healthy bedtime routine. Sandra, you are next. Oops, well, I think I almost lost connection there. Amanda, hi, good morning to you, my dear. I'm just about ready to end my live. It's been super busy. One card for love. All right. We'll see what the tarot has for you, Suren, before we pull Sandra's. You have the domestic bliss. So yes, it's a positive, and it says the Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups represents domestic bliss. Enjoy and appreciate it because you deserve it. Good morning to you, my dear. All right, Sandra. How's everything, Amanda? You are welcome, Suren. Thank you for being so patient. Sandra, you have 4 tarot. I see you're going through a major change right now. like drastic. Like maybe you feel like everything in your life is crumbling down through no fault of your own, quite possibly. Lizzie, hi. Peter, hello. Sandra, yeah? All right, let's see what the Oracle has for you. The first card you have is the Tower card. This card represents change, sudden change, and it's already happening. And it represents through no fault of your own, like the lightning bolt hitting. There's nothing you could do about it. But the good thing about this neutral energy card, it represents that you get to wipe the slate clean, Sandra, and start all over. Again, this generally represents through no fault of your own. You have an Eight of Wands. This card represents exciting news and moving projects forward. It also represents speed toward end promises. So assured felicity. This is going to be fast. Like arrows flying through the air. Fast. You have a Ten of Swords. A Ten of Swords represents the completion of a cycle. This card represents betrayal, and that something happened that you least expected. Like you feel literally like you were stabbed in the back. But my friend, it's over. It's over. And you can start new. You have the World card, a major arcana. This card represents a successful completion, but it's going to be slow. We all know the world doesn't spin fast. It spins slow. So enjoy this slow, successful completion, Sandra. You deserved it. You deserve it. Your oracle for the day is an anomaly card. The anomaly. This is also one of my favorites in the Crow Oracle. Something is going to appear, and it will be hard not to notice or avoid it. It is going to be strikingly clear your encounter will be abnormally good or abnormally bad. Either way, it's going to stand out. This may appear if you're contemplating an event in a relationship. You may find yourself questioning if someone's behavior, good or bad, serves as an indication of who they truly are, or if the situation was rare and out of character. Sometimes we just need to have one small encounter, an outlier, to understand a greater potential or be able to rule out an absolute. Now you also have the Waterproof card. This card asks you to create a barrier between the feelings of others and yourself when inner strength is needed. Lizzie, are you still here? My friends, I'm going to end this video before my battery runs out. I wanted to say thank you all so much for being here. I will be back tomorrow, 10 o'clock my time. Again, I am in New York. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for being patient. Amanda, thank you for being here. You are the best. You guys truly are the best. Lizzie, you have the Knight of Wands representing, as long as everybody is sincere, they will benefit. The thing about this card is it's a male. This person has all the enthusiasm, Lizzie. They have all the ideas. They must be in charge, and they want to make sure everybody knows it. This person is going to get carried away. They're going to lose interest, and they are not a team player. And this person tends to be self-employed. You have an Ace of Swords as well, representing the start of something new. It represents victory, decisive, cutting, singular, and again, a new cycle. Let's see if I can get another card. Oh, yes. We have the Hangman card representing Lizzie, that the decisions you have made have put you in this position. But this card wants you to know that whether it's good or bad, the things that have delayed you can be fun things that have delayed you for good reason. And with that, my friends, I have to end this video. I hope you have the best day ever. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.